Alright, working on the back fender struts here. By myself again, as usual. So I just made a little tool for bending this here on my press. So right now this bolt is obviously the wrong angle. And this is close to what we need back in here. I'm going to have to put another bend right in here to bend it back out flat here. Attempt to anyway. I'm thinking about heating the frame up right here where this bolt is and just bend this here, right here a little bit. I need to come in a little bit closer here. Right now this fender here is about where it's going to sit on this side. So I need to get this strut over here. We're about a 1/4 inch shy there, but actually it's a lot more than that when you bend it in this way. So I need to bend this about another 10 more degrees up in here, I think, to get this over enough. And like I said, I'll heat this up with a torch and bend this thing in right here a little bit. That'll be repairable down the road just by heating and bending it back. I'm not bending the frame up in here, so the shock's going to stay straight. So, alright, so that's what I'm going to play with here. So, go see what we can do with this thing. So far I haven't screwed up the chrome yet. Just bent it, no problem. Alright, so here's my setup. There's a piece of heat-treated tool steel. Not sure what it was, some kind of cutting die. So anyway, I got that. It fits right here in the back side of this here real nice. I got the radiuses in here so it won't shear it off. Fits in there nice and tight like that. So that's how it goes in. Alright, so we just press against this block. These two struts are in between here so they don't hit on this area here. It's open to wrap around. I'm just use my little body hammer there to bend stuff with, like I always do. Nice simple bending job. Alright. Yeah, didn't take long to drop anything, did it? Okay, it goes in like this. A little bit. Okay. Put 8-9 tons of pressure on that to hold it. So I want to hit up as close as I can so it doesn't bend at this hole or back in here. I want it to bend right there. Okay, right now my hand's about that far above. Hitting on it now. Still looks pretty good. Alright. Significant bend to it now, that's for sure. Chrome's still holding up pretty good, surprisingly. I'm starting to spread this apart a little bit here, but I can bring that back a little bit when it's on the bike and beat it with a hammer. Flatten it right back out a little bit. Okay, that's a pretty good angle there I got on it now. Definitely going to have to bend the frame over now. Yeah, the frame's going to come way the hell over now. Probably a little bit too far. And I'm okay with that. Okay, so somehow I got to bend this back here a little bit. That'll dictate how much that top one's going to be bent. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that now without hurting the chrome. That'll be fun to figure out, right? So we're going to have to bend it around this direction. I need more of a radius than this. This is too dull of a radius, I think. Probably do initially I can bend it there, I guess. If I just push on this spacer right here, it's probably going to rip the spacer out of here, but I'm not sure if it would or wouldn't. If you put a piece of tubing around there to keep it flat, and to keep this area here flat, so it'd be best if I had a little piece of tubing that went on here somehow. So what we're going to use for a piece of tubing that's that size, it's going to hit on these welds, which is going to be a problem. Almost needs to be a piece of big channel. Yeah, we just have to bend it flat and see what happens. Don't see any way getting around that. I need to mark this so I know where this is at. My felt tip pen. Pen thief. I think I got more of them. Okay, I'm going to mark this thing right centered over the hole so I can tell exactly where I'm at. So, can actually be bent a little bit over. Alright, give me a good idea where I'm at. Dumbass, wrong side of the block. Watch out for them dumbasses around here. Didn't quite work how I wanted it to. I did bend it, but it was bending up this side too. We don't have anything over here to hold it. So we need to hold this down a little bit somehow. Probably the best way of doing that is a strap. Here's a good bike strap when you need it. Should be a set sitting on this bike right here. Let's see. Any straps around here anywhere? Something right here. Cheap ass strap. Stuff's gonna break. Cheap ass Harbor Freight looking piece of crap. These have to be cutting things. Okay, got a little pressure over here now. I should hold that down hopefully. Right here. I'm going to beat on this, it should stay put. We'll see. I've been quite a bit, surprisingly. That's pretty soft. Not too bad. A little bit of a crease, but not too much on there. Well, that really bent a lot more than expected. I guess I need to go more. I need to be the same as this, I guess. Get what I need. Let's go see where we're at, because I might have to make some fine-tuning adjustments. At least we know it bends pretty easy. That's a plus. Chrome didn't flake yet either. That's another plus. Okay, it's been pretty good. So this hole still needs to be bent in. There's no way I'm all the way over on this, over here. Yeah, that's not in there all the way right now. See the angles like this, it needs to go this way quite a bit more. So this here is going to have to be bent in a little bit. And I'll have to bend this back a little bit more this way, and that'll make it flat here. That should fit in there pretty good. I didn't get bend that easy. Yeah, it's been a while since I've bent these struts, so it looks like you can get pretty aggressive on your bends and still have it fit. This one over here is going to be only just a very little bit of a bend. It needs to be about 1/4 inch inside of this angle here to be what we need. Alright, so now we need to get a torch out, get some heat on this frame, bend it a little bit. That'll be interesting. I think I'm going to wait before I do the final bending on this until I'm ready. Alright, so I need to get that frame heated up. Okay, now right now the bike is semi-mobile because it's on wheels right now, kind of. I just need to get the stand down out of this thing and back it up. Alright, we'll get this thing resituated, we'll be back. Alright, an accident over here. Bike fell over. No, it didn't. I laid it down. Work on the kickstand. So, what we're doing right here is, I'm going to get rid of this damn tripod. This thing sucks. What I've been doing, I've been working the kickstand. So I got this bent here. So now it comes up and it clears the exhaust system here. It'll come up and hit the bracket right here. So that cleared that. So it's going to be hard to get your toe under here to grab it, but you'll probably have to weld another piece of crap onto here or bend this up a little bit. And we'll just bend this up a little bit with the crescent wrench. Anyway, this angle is pre-bent by the height of the bike. So it's going to drag right here on the ground when you lean over, see the ground angle? At least now it was stuck way up here, so it's a lot further in now. So now I took out the screw they had just stuck in here. It looks like I just had it glued in. That was a stop to keep them going too far forward. So right now the kickstand's too far forward. It needs to be back a little bit further than this. You don't want to just bang it on the stop here like that. So this has been welded here before, it looks like. It needs some more weld on here to make the stand come back and hit on the right spot. So actually you don't want the stand kicking too far forward. About right here is about where it belongs, not there. But it'll all work. See, the ground's not flat there, it's flat back here. Alright, so I gotta weld that up a little bit. So So fender kind of went to the bottom of the bike too. Stupid clutch key was a pain in the butt. Gotta figure out what we're gonna do with this damn thing. Make a big loop with it like this. Lay it someplace. Put it right in the handlebar. There's a good spot for it. Okay, so now I gotta weld this a little bit, so I gotta get to, the welder's buried way back there. Not sure we're gonna get it that far in there. That's gonna be kind of interesting to figure that one out. Alright, I'm gonna work on that a little bit, because I want to try to get some weld on that and grind it to size. Then I'm going to heat up that fender bracket over there and bend it. So I'm trying to get it back over here. We're working on it. So anyway, that's what it looks like for now. Okay, got to weld it up there. Got a nice turd welded on right there. So I got to grind this shape till when this goes in there flat. I'll hit on it. So right now it's about right here, so it needs to go over about to here. So knock off a little bit. So you got to try to do what the angle the stand's going to be at. The stand's not going to be flat; it'll be slightly this way. So the angle of the grind at an angle a little bit. That'd be the secret. And just the right amount. Otherwise, you got to weld it back again. We'll see how that goes. I'm working on the ground over here. Might have scratched the chrome slightly. Oh well. Gotta kind of guess how much to take off. About halfway there now. jam it in there where you want it. Looks good. All right. I can see if I can get a spring on this thing. Where it's going to go to. Use your kickstand as your leveraging tool. Tight. Geez, that's tight. 50 horsepower. Pushing in between the fork is a little bit less than what the frame is, so when you tighten it down, it makes the whole stand tight. Have to work on that a little bit later. Okay, this needs to be bent a little bit, I think. We're not sure how much it needs to be bent, if any. Oh, working on your knees. Only way to go. Trying to roll it up on its two wheels. See how the kickstand works. Extra parts. They're working pretty good. The bike's not a full ride height, it's only got one shock on it. What can I do with this thing in my way here? Work. This thing comes up in the air a little bit hard. It leans a little bit more, see? With my bending device. bending tool if needed. Okay. It's pretty about impossible to get to. Yeah, you're not getting that with your toe. You have to weld something more on the end of that to get it out when you need it. Muffler bracket keeps you putting your foot under it. You have to weld a hook on the end of this thing. Sticks out about like this. That way it'll stick up right under the muffler right here, and you just toe kick it out. So we have to do something on that. Right now this thing's sitting pretty flat across the whole ground, which is kind of what you want it to be. So you got good contact in the ground there. So you put a hole in the ground. So that's pretty good. So cutting it short is not going to help our ground clearance any, because we're going to rub on it right over here, not back here. Anyway, bike's got a good lean to it, so that could be fine-tuned as needed. So it doesn't need to be needed anymore right now. Okay, I'm going to roll this thing in the back over here. We're going to heat this pig up right here and do a little to it. That'll be fun. Alright, that'll be next. Alright, we'll go ahead and heat this thing up with a torch. Go in on the tip and bend it, not quite through the hole, right next to the hole. So that's what we're going to shoot for. See how close we get to where we want. See how good this torch works after I put O-rings in here. Probably not very well. Unexpected. Wrench I needed. Wrench these. Got a bend in it. Strut hole's a little bit further forward. Shouldn't surprise anybody, I guess. Bring any pliers, I'm going to grab that hot ass bolt. Might be a little warm. Feels good. Could bend a little bit more. Yep. Bend just a little bit more, which wouldn't hurt. Okay, a little more heat on it. A little more. Cold. Getting cold. Alright, I think we're pretty close there, what we want. That felt pretty good doing that. Perfect. So I just slot out the hole a little bit. Slot this 3/8 hole out so I can put a bolt in there. Ooh, not that far, huh? Jeez. We're off a long ways. Almost half a hole it moved. That's a long ways. So I got to grind this out a little bit. It's going to be a big slot on that damn. Ooh, that's hot up there. Don't touch that with your pinky. That's definitely warm. Burnt my little pinky. Oh well. So we're going to grind the hole out over here a little bit. On the edge of that grind, my fender strut. Blow some cold air on there to cool it off. Warm. I'm not sure why that's warm down there. Hot, hot, hot. We'll be back. Alright, we're back. Definitely burnt the piss out of my fingers. Especially this one right here. More than my pinky. That's alright. Now I got them all burnt. They're all equal now. It's a good thing. Let's see if this will fit now. Ooh, that's hot too. Oh, it's hot around here for some reason. Looks like that bolt needs to go a little bit more than we got. Didn't get quite enough out of it. Close. Oh, you go. Wrong elevation. Oh, that's weird. Looks like the thing is bent up. Feels flat. The bolt's trying to go through the top of the strut, not at the bottom, so it's like the strut's bent up a little bit. Frame looks flat though. Looks flat. Adjustment time. Ding dong. Actually, it doesn't affect it. That makes no difference. It's not the height of the strut, it's the location of the hole as it matters. That's a different adjustment doing that. Oh well, we gotta have some fun, right? It's a fine-tuning adjustment there. We'll play with it later. Alright, I need to go up higher. I need to make like an L hole now on this thing. Going up, looks kind of crappy. Purposely made it straight for a reason. Alright. Keep losing my bolt. Fits now. It looks like crap when it goes on there. Okay. Definitely have to put a washer to cover up that mess. Pretty good. I'll clear the fender right here. It's close. Okay, now I got to bend this strut the rest of the way to bring it out. Looks like if I bring it right where it is, it'll be pretty much where I want it to be. One step closer. Now, well, the fender cleared the turd now. Looks like we're going to be pretty close on that one. Doesn't matter where this thing sits. Where's the line at? The line's way up here. We are close. I think it clears. I think we'll be all right. It's close though. Okay. I'm gonna make a little bend on this. We'll be back. All right. Get back over here. We can work on a little bit. It's a little tight over there in the back corner. It's kind of tight over here too. Here, more room now. Screwed up hole looks like now. Make an L shape. Next time I'll make it the other side I'll make a straight slot up there. Assuming that's what it's going to be on the other side too. Let's put that in the washer in there or not. Get the bottom. Somewhere we need a washer. I don't know where that goes. Could be in the bottom, it could be on the top. We'll see after we get the shock on it, or the setup in there. One of them needed it. Let's see, shorter bolt on here maybe. We'll see. Almost dropped it. Right. It's tight too. It's pretty damn close. All right. Pretty close on our width here. A little clearance there, and more on this side. There you go. So right now the problem is I think we're too far over, because the fender's going to rub on the side of this tire right now. But if we move the tire over a little bit further, get off the chain down there, we'll gain some clearance over here. Pretty tight. Overcompensated a little bit on the tire. We definitely need to move the wheel over a little bit to get the chain off that tire down there. So we'll be playing with that a little bit. We can't go over too far right now because it's going to hit there, but I have to do it by offset lacing it. So I have to play on the spokes over here. I can't move the wheel over because we're all the way over on the brake right now. Can't move it over any further. The hub is fixed, can't go no more. So we'll have to move it by doing the spokes, which won't be a problem. We can move that thing over a long ways doing that. So that'll give me probably the clearance I need. We'll center it up. Okay, now this one here, I'm not sure how much wider I need. Well, right now the fender is, the struts are closer together than the fender is. So there you go. We don't have any more we need to go. We need to come back out a little bit. So I've overdone the bending deal a little bit. Okay. So I got a little carried away. That's been known to happen before. Alright. So where's my tape measure? Fender is 7.5 inches. About 1/8 of an inch off. Maybe a little bit more in the back. Okay. Alright, so we'll have to bend this back just a tick. Right here. And that'll bring this back here. So this over here is the where we're too much right here in the frame. So that needs to be bent back out a little bit, which will bring out the strut a little bit. It'll be fine. Right now the tire is all the way over this way. Too close on this side. So we've overdone it just a little bit. Yeah, shit happens. Okay, so that means I got to take some of this out, which is gonna, should have did that before I bent that over further. Oh well, first time's always a bitch. I'm not sure if it's gonna keep these struts anyway, so no big loss. But okay, so if I came back about 1/4 inch, I can bring this side in where it's gonna hit. Because right now there's a big gap on the back side of here. I can put washers in here. I can make this bar straight back here. I really need to just work on the tire a little bit to move it over. That'll probably do more centering for me. Now this right here, I can just bend it slightly right in here. I can buckle this out slightly, but all right, we'll see. I'm gonna do something here. More than likely, I'll heat the frame back up and bend it back a little bit. That's the best way of doing it. That's where it's bent too far. Once you bend this back out a little bit here, then you just come back here and push on this, and it'll straighten it out right in here. It'll be fine. It's kind of self-correcting at that point. All right, time to burn my fingers some more. All right, we'll be back.